Our tail of the tape for this highly anticipated welterweight fight. To get us started, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC welterweight champion, Belal. Remember the name, Muhammad. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Mateus Gamrot.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go, round 1 with Belal. Remember the name Muhammad. And a lot of people were willing to forget the name when he lost to Jeff Neal back in 2019. This man has been on an absolute tear ever since, training now at his native Chicago at Mike Valley's Academy. But it's the wrestling, it's the suffocation on the ground that Muhammad maybe didn't have early on in his UFC career that has become a staple of his recent success. Effective punch from the clinch there by Belal Muhammad.
Beautiful punch to the body.
Takedown defense holds up. Now some separation. Goes for the early takedown, no problem there. Gamrot's in half guard. Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. Gotta watch his neck.
Oh, that arm triangle's wicked tight.
He's starting to get it in very deep. Fight IQ on full display there. Recognizing he was losing the sub, elected to keep the dominant position.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Gamrot.
Now he's going full mount. Yep, gotta be very careful there.
Postures up, oh, and he lands a brutal strike to the head.
He's brutalizing him with the ground and pound. This fight is close to being done.
Oh, postures up and delivers a big ground and pound strike to the head. Nicely done there by Gamrot. Now inside the closed guard.
And he's gonna try to find ways to pass and move to a submission. Big ground and pound.
Oh, great transition there as he reverses to top position. Beautiful work on the ground there by Belal Muhammad.
There it is, now he's going to mount.
Oh, strong reversal on the ground here. Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you gotta be careful here.
Great shot from the top position.
All right, feet on the hips here. Well, that was a high-level extended battle on the ground. Now, though, the athletes back to their feet, and no surprise the crowd responds in time.
The crowd just loves whenever they get 2 high-level strikers going at it. It was very hard to get back up after getting taken down. But he's got there now. Let's see if he can take advantage of it.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Gamrot's back in half guard, very comfortable here.
Look at that. Recognize he was about to lose position.
Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Oh, that Kimura looks tight. Oh, he's got the knee on the belly. Could be trouble defensively.
He needs to shove the knee, hip heist, and get back up to your feet.
These are big shots, and they're not glancing blows. When he's throwing, he is landing so clean that his head is starting off the mat.
All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Gamrot's in half guard. Oh, big shots from the top. Oh, great reversal to top position by Belal Muhammad. Oh, we'll see who has the edge here as they get back to their feet after a pretty engaged battle there on the ground.
And both of these guys should feel pretty satisfied because they both had their moments and they both showed true skill on the ground.
All right, 20 seconds to go in the round. Try to establish that jab. All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie.
Now some separation from his clinch position.
That's some good takedown defense right there. Single leg attempt, no good. Round 2 straight ahead.
All right, everybody, take a seat. Now listen to me. That was a great round. I don't want you to force those submission attempts so bad, though. Okay? Stay patient.
All right, so the takedown's the big storyline in that previous round. Let's look back at some of the highlights, DC, and gotta be pretty discouraging to get grounded that many times in one round.
Oh, it's so discouraging because all you want to do is let your offense go, but every time you're getting dragged to the floor constantly, you're starting to get fatigued. He's starting to wear on you. Let's see what type of effect it takes on his offensive approach as the next round starts.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round 2 underway. All right, so here we go with the next round. He was able to take him down repeatedly in the previous round, and not just take him down, but keep him there extendedly, stay busy enough for the referee.
Oh, man, to keep a referee off of you, you have to be doing a lot of damage or showing them that I'm here in position, not just holding on. I'm here trying to advance to a finish, and he did enough of that in order to secure top position, and when his opponent got back to his feet, throw him back down and keep him there and really, really dominate the previous round.
Oh, and he defends another takedown here. I'm not sure when frustration sets in for the wrestler, but an uphill sled in this fight.
Well, he thought that he'd be able to secure these takedowns, and you can see him getting frustrated every single time this balanced fighter defends one. Hats off to the balanced fighter, though. He knew it was in front of him, and they prepared himself accordingly to defend these takedown attempts.
Level change there, goes for the takedown.
He passes the half. Oh, right into Mount.
Setting up an arm lock now.
This is tight. Working hard for the armbar. He's got to get his hands unlocked if he wants to find his finish. It's a fight now. Who's going to win this position?
Oh, Bale's on the submission now. While he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. Back mount now. All right, working inside the closed guard now. This is no safe place against this opponent.
He passes to half guard.
Gamrot's right back to the full mount here. Bottom fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage. I mean, way to stay aware and stay safe defensively.
Side control now.
Getting the mount here.
Well, the more things change, the more they stay the same. He continues to land a high volume of strikes on his opponent at will.
Well, I mean, John, the guy can fight everywhere. And he can fight everywhere, meaning he can fight on the ground. He can fight in the stand-up. But he's also able to do it because his cardio is so good.
Right.
This is one of the best fighters that we have seen for a long time, and it is showing in this performance. Oh, he passes to half guard now. And he's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt. Now he's going full mount.
Oh, pinpoint ground strike by him there, and that one opened up a cut. Oh, these are some serious power punches from the top by Gamrot. All right, crowd absolutely loving it as the fighters, however compromised, make their way back to the feet.
They may be tired, but that tired, that fatigue is warranted. That was a high-level grappling exchange between two phenomenal grapplers. Great job moving into his opponent and getting to that single collar.
Well, I think I can smell the blood at this point in time. That canvas didn't look like that a few fights ago. Blood is flowing from that cut with every passing strike.
Every strike. And it burns. John, it burns so bad. When you get cut like that, every time a shot lands, it just burns. So this guy needs to try to find a way to not take and limit the damage he's taking to this cut. Easier said than done.
Oh, reverses the position now. Outstanding work on the ground by Gamrot. All right, half guard position for him here, and I can hear Dominic Cruz in the back of my head just screaming about underhooks somewhere.
Yeah, he loved, I mean, but he's right? He's so right in terms of if you're on your back in the half guard, one thing you can't be is flat on your back. You need to be up on an elbow. Right. You need to be half on the side, and you need to control the far side. He's in a dominant position. Look at him attacking the wrist. That is tight.
Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth. The submission defense wins this transition.
All right, he remains in pursuit of the submission, but the defense continues to hold up. I'm not sure he's going to be able to find a finish here.
In MMA today, guys are so well-rounded. They're so gifted. It's hard to just lock up a submission, but he continues to try. And in those efforts, he has given himself a chance to win this fight.
I've never been submitted.
You never have? Nope. Lucky guy. I have.
Round 3 next.
Stop!
All right, so the round is over, and you see some obvious bleeding now. Looks like the cut is on the nose. Yes, it is. Cutman will try to get in there and shut it, but of course, as soon as he absorbs a strike this next round, that thing could reopen. Certainly bears watching here moving forward. All right, the truck has produced some replays from that previous round. Perhaps we can even isolate the strike that opened up that cut on the bridge of his nose.
It's nasty, and it's in a bad spot because the reality is when you can't breathe through your nose, you start to open your mouth, but the blood is dripping down into your mouth. How is he going to breathe in order to have a chance to win this fight?
You ready? You ready?
Third round underway. Fighter lands a jab. Well, nice block there, and then a counter straight punch is good. Nice sequence there by Muhammad. Now going upstairs with the left hook. Both fighters throwing heat now. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes up. Nice job staying offensive there as he lands a shot from the bottom.
There it is. Now he's going to mount.
Muhammad's in half guard. All right, closed guard now.
And there you go, again, half guard.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Gamrot. Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
He's unbelievable how fluid he is in his motions on the mat.
Gamrot's got him in a crucifix, gonna work from the top now.
Look at him attack that arm triangle on the opposite side. When it's time to finish, he will lock his hands, pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get all the way down.
Oh, he gets out.
He was able to get his momentum going back towards his opponent, then back in the opposite direction to get his hips back and his chest down towards the mat.
And you just spilled your popcorn all over the broadcast
table. I
table.
absolutely did, John. You know I love popcorn.
Just over 3 minutes to go in our third and final round. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Gamrot. Oh, big pop from the crowd as they get back to their feet after a pretty scintillating grappling battle there on the ground.
Well, it's an educated crowd, John. They appreciated all the grappling exchanges and how skilled both of these men are.
All right, so some definite damage underneath the elbow now on the side of his opponent. A lot of strikes to the body starting to add up.
Yeah, a lot of strikes to the body and mixing up the attack, not being one-dimensional, not headhunting inside the octagon. I think he has fought beautifully right now, and it's starting to show itself.
We'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Oh, that looks wicked tight.
It's getting tight now. He's advancing.
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything wrong to allow for himself to get subbed.
2 minutes and counting to go in this fight. Postures up now and lands a vicious head strike. Well, he postures up yet again and delivers another big ground and pound strike. Nice sequence there by Gamrot. Oh, another strike lands from the top. All right, so back to the feet we go after a lot of ground fighting. We'll see if he can rally here late in this final round.
John, he needed this. He needed to get up, to give himself an opportunity. Now he's got a chance. Does he cash in?
All right, so the swelling becoming a real factor right now. Did they inject something into his face, or is he just swollen from the strikes?
Swollen from the strikes, man. Guy taking a couple shots. You never know which one is going to start to make you get damaged. Something good landed, and now you see the swelling start.
All right, late in the fight now, DC, the submission specialist clearly is going to be on the wrong end of the scorecards if we get that.
You got to get going. It does not matter if you get reversed from the top. It does not matter if you get your guard passed. You got to just start throwing up submission and hope by causing action you can latch onto something to end the fight. Now he's on top, exactly where he wanted to go.
Oh, he reversed position there on the ground, and he's now in the dominant position.
Oh, nice.
And now he's got the back. Well, he's on his back now, going for the rear naked choke. We'll see if he can get under the chin.
Oh, he's got him in a choke here.
And that will do it! No judges needed this time around!
Oh my goodness.
Wow, an unbelievable result here tonight by way of submission, and he bided his time there. He stayed patient, waited for an opening, and then when it was there, he certainly capitalized to get the tap here tonight. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
He does a great job of staying patient. He doesn't rush or panic. You are never safe when you're fighting this guy. You're in a lot of trouble. You're in a lot of trouble the entire time when you're this good in the submissions.
We get the official decision from Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 34 seconds of the third round. Declaring the winner by submission due to a rear naked choke, Mateus Gamrot!
All right, so there he is, all smiles, and rightfully so after he gets the job done by submission tonight. You told me off the air before the fight that he was going to submit him, and that's exactly what happened, man.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. And his opponent is known to lay in the guard. He made him pay for it tonight and got the submission victory.
All right, almost ready to go with this one. Here is tonight's tale of the tape. All right, now for the official introductions, we send it inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC Bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Manon, the Beast, Belal! And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Cynthia, Calvillo!
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here's the longtime UFC flyweight contender, Cynthia Calvillo, getting ready to go at the start of this round. Did make her UFC debut as a strawweight, but certainly most would argue she has found her right division. She has responded well to adversity in the past. Figures to get some from her opponent here tonight.
Punch over the top.
Big shots being landed on both sides here. Well, you know she's going to attempt more takedowns than just that one, but if you're the kickboxer, you gotta feel good about stuffing that first shot.
You gotta win the little battles. And by defending that takedown, she won battle number 1. Now she's got to continue to win little battles, and ultimately it will lead to her winning the fight.
Trying to establish that jab once again. Fast pace here in the early going.
Oh my goodness, what a kick!
And there it is, the front kick lands for her early, so her words prove prophetic. She felt like that would be a good weapon against the wrestler, and she lands the front kick here early.
She said she had weapons to keep her at range. It seems as though she was talking about this beautiful front kick. She lands it, and now she's safe, and she can go to work with her hands and her kicks.
Fiorot gets touched by that kick there. And both fighters exchange in the pocket.
Look at that. Quick finish. That was beautiful.
Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Fiorot.
Way to kick her off and try to get some space to get up.
She knew this would be a problem if she stayed there. She finds her way out of the clinch position.
Nice job offensively as the strike lands clean. 3 minutes to go.
Oh, that right hand barely missed there.
Calvillo going for the takedown here. Nothing doing there.
Oh, that kick.
Calvillo's now dealing with a cheek cut. Oh, doing work with the jab. Oh, you talk about mixing the martial arts. Perfect strategy here. Right into side control.
Beautiful transition. Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Oh, effective utilization of the ground and pound here by Cynthia Calvillo. Oh, and with urgency, she is back up again. Calvillo's eye starting to close up. Got to get that end swell on it between rounds if we get there. Stuffs the takedown shot there. How good is her takedown good? Oh, connecting with a series of punches here. She has most definitely found her range. Calvillo going for the body, targeting that area with the kick, but unable to land.
Another takedown leg. In the half guard. And now she's in mount.
Calvillo's back in full mount. Oh, well played there as she gets back to her feet. She's starting to put together some significant body work here, and these are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Just missed with the elbow there.
Oh, nice. Look at how she drives her knee right into her opponent's midsection. Oh, nice takedown defense. Now we get some space as she separates from her opponent.
Well, I think if I was a fighter, I'd probably be a headhunter, but she is not that, right? She's invested in the body, and she's done some pretty significant damage to her opponent.
Absolutely. You know, you start to go there, and you land something, and you may think, wow, that was hard. Your opponent doesn't really respond. But as you start to pile them up on him, you start to see exactly what we're seeing right now. And now she can start to capitalize on that.
Nice work here in the clinch by Fiorot. Horn sounds for the end of round 1. All right, so the round is over, but not before damage was done. Cut on the cheek, sustained in that round. Cut man in there quickly as usual to try to seal it up.
Better striker than she is, okay?
All right, so she does survive to see the next round, but as we show you some replays, DC, nobody's going to be kissing her on the cheek anytime soon.
No, it's a nasty cut on the cheek. She got hit with some big shots, and they really have taken an effect on her. Look at the cut on the cheek, and it was that shot right there that opened up the cut.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, let's get to round 2. Well, pretty good showcase for these two women in the previous round. As our next round gets underway, some risk management in the previous 5 minutes.
This is a big moment for both of these fighters. Somebody is really going to have to make a decision that they're the one that's going to get their hand raised. The previous round was way too close.
Fiorot's forehead is bleeding now. Cut just opened up. Calvillo gets the single leg takedown. Nicely done there. Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike. Fiorot gets up and is back on her feet. Very nice. Man, her jab is good. All right, so different round, same narrative, and it's the wrestler's hands, not her takedowns. She came here to box tonight.
Yeah, she came here to box, John. She told us that we were going to be very surprised at how good she looked in the stand-up. And to this point, she has proven that. But I wonder how soon we can expect a level change for her to try to take her opponent down. Because ultimately, you always go back to what you do instinctively, and we know that's a wrestler.
Well, maybe some panic setting in for her opponent as she continues to land with the ground and pound.
She cannot deal with the pressure of the top fighter. She's so good at finding her strikes.
All right, so no surprise to see her continuing to attack that area. That cut is going to get wider with every passing moment of the fight.
You know, generally you expect it to get worse. When you're fighting someone like her, you know it's going to get worse because she's as sharp and as crisp as any striker you ever step in the octagon with. So she's going to be on that cut and attacking that cut relentlessly.
Calvillo's back in half guard. All right, so just as we saw in the previous round, she is realizing a lot of success with her kickboxing game tonight, and you can see the confidence growing with every strike landed.
It's overwhelming for her opponent to be in there with her when she's in this flow state. She's so good at everything she's doing that now the activity is starting to pick up. If she can continue to fight in this way, I wouldn't be surprised if this fight gets finished. Ooh, big shot lands. Look at the turnover in that kick.
Calvillo goes for the takedown, unable to land. One of the better takedown artists out there. Nothing doing on that attempt. Well, she has certainly picked up the pace here in round 2 and starting to find herself in the pocket a little bit. She was a little bit hesitant in round 1. No hesitancy whatsoever here in round 2. She has clearly found her rhythm and range. Oh, look at that double leg takedown by her there. She's as good with that takedown attempt as any fighter I would think in this division.
As good as anybody across any division, across any gender in mixed martial arts. It's a confidence that she has when it comes to that specific takedown attempt.
Nicely done as she closes the distance to attain the single collar tie. That shot blocked by Calvillo. Oh, good defense here to stay upright after that single leg takedown offering. Nice elbow, she lands again. Well, you can argue this is as good as she has looked on the feet, and she continues to target that facial region. A lot of swelling now.
I'm one of those guys that will make an overstatement. I will talk about how great they look. I don't know, and I truly mean I don't know if she's ever looked better.
Yeah.
She looks like an absolute savage out there tonight. And the work that she has done on her opponent's face shows that.
Yeah, her opponent getting less recognizable by the minute.
Look at the skip action that allows you to land that big knee.
Well, she's not slowing down. She has already landed a ton of significant strikes, and you got to think her coaches are going to be absolutely thrilled with this effort tonight.
They're going to be fired up. They have to be so excited to watch everything that they saw in the gym during training camp come together and be put on display inside the octagon.
Calvillo's back in half guard.
She is so dominant from the top positions. That was a slick transition.
Work, come on, I'll stand her up.
She's got her back now.
Oh, nice headlock.
Oh, that rear naked choke is tight. Oh, that's how you do it. Postures up and lands to the head.
Another strike gets through from the top position.
right, that's the end of the round, and the fighter has a cut on her nose. So that is something that certainly bears watching moving forward. Cut man racing in there. He'll try to seal that cut. She doesn't seem too bothered by it, but certainly something we'll keep an eye on here moving forward. Well, she is wearing it. That cut continues to leak down into her eye. Some replays from all the action in that previous round.
Yeah, John, that's called the trickle-down effect.
Yeah.
It comes down the face, right into the eye. You don't want to be dealing with that. You want to have clear vision when you're in the octagon with one of the best fighters in the world. But it's her irresponsible defenses that have led her to this point.
Third round underway. All right, so that last round, another pretty good frame for both fighters. We'll see which woman makes the requisite adjustments here in this next round.
Somebody has to really get out ahead. It's too worrisome going to the judges when you know you've been involved in such a competitive fight.
Nice knee to the body there by Calvillo. Man, she is just breaking her down with volume tonight as she lands another combination.
I mean, over and over, she is just landing so many different attacks. It's amazing to watch someone never throw less than 3. She's throwing at least 3 every time she enters. On the shot. There you go, single leg.
Well, it is not the worst cut we've ever seen in the UFC, but a lot of blood donation happening right here, right now, as her opponent continues to target that area.
Yeah, I mean, you have a fighter in front of you who is so disciplined, who is so sharp. You have got to get on your bicycle, you got to get on the outside, limit the damage getting between rounds, and then try to reset. Because right now, this cut is only getting worse. Oh, big elbow.
Oh, high-level stuff there as she blocks the strike and counters with a jab of her own. Well, she's already landed several big takedowns, and there's another one. So you got to like what you're seeing here. This offensive wrestling is on point tonight.
It's unbelievable. The variety of takedowns is what I am truly a fan of. It's not just one thing. She is doing different approaches, different takedowns to really, really confuse her opponent.
Fiorot's back in full guard now. Ground and pound strike there now. Oh, nice job working hard, posting, and getting back up. Just over 3 minutes now to go in the fight.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Well, she is clearly going to be on the wrong end of the scorecards if we get there, DC. Gotta think she's got to go balls to the wall for submissions now.
She's got to go crazy. All those things her jiu-jitsu coach tells her, don't try this, don't try that. You got to try it now because nothing else has worked this time.
Let's go. Keep moving forward.
Big bruise starting on the right side of her body. Not good. Nice 1-2 there. Fiorot's elbow here is blocked. Nice job defensively there. Well, it looked like we were going to get a finish. She had her rocked pretty good, but she wasn't able to close the show.
She wasn't able to find the skill shot. She hurt her very badly. She was not able to find that one shot that would have finished the fight.
Under 2 minutes to go in the fight.
She's stepping over the mount here.
Fiorot gets back up again. Nicely done. Oh, and there she goes as she lands another combination. It's never one strike. It's always 4 or 5 in every exchange.
And it starts with confidence and believing that when you throw, you're going to land. She's so confident that when she extends these combinations, she's going to land the vast majority of them. And tonight, she has done just that.
Well, she's been good tonight, but she missed her out. Calvillo gets the single leg takedown. All right, she's in the full guard here, DC.
She's going to be looking to pass, try to get to the next position.
Fiorot gets up and is back on her feet. Very nice.
Nice.
Fiorot's taking aim at that cut right now, and they might even have to call in a ringside physician. Smart decision by the fighter to continue to attack that compromised area. Calvillo's got a bruise appearing on that left side now. Got to think that bodily investment is going to pay dividends later in the fight.
Another big takedown.
Calvillo going to work from guard here. Nice combination of strikes there. Very efficient, very effective. Oh, she's got her back.
Oh, right into mount.
Oh, nice job by her there. You see how strong she is. Her opponent's trying to control posture, unable to do so.
Now she can get to work at putting the money in the bank with that ground and pound.
Money in the bank. Uriah appears to be closing up by the second. The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges scored the contest 30-27, 9-28, and 30-27. Declared the winner by unanimous decision, Manon, the Beast, Belal!
All right, so a big win for the kickboxer here tonight as she cruises to the unanimous decision. The wrestler just could never get off, and every time she tried to get something going, that jab was up in her face.
She could never get anything going. And I was very surprised at how effortless it looked for this kickboxer to defend these takedowns. Nothing was set up. She saw everything. It's like she was in the zone tonight. And because she was in that zone, she was able to cruise to this decision victory.
Our tale of the tape for this middleweight fight. All right, now for the particulars, we go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting a former UFC middleweight champion of the world, Robert the Reaper Whittaker! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Uriah
You ready to fight? Ready.
Well, whether you're a boxer or a mixed martial artist, you want to compete at Madison Square Garden, the world's most famous arena, and dating to 2016, a lot of the UFC's best have gotten that opportunity.
Absolutely, J.A. And when you grow up as a fighter, especially a heavyweight, it is your dream to headline MSG and fight for the heavyweight championship of the world. I got that honor, and I can almost feel the ghost of Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier, all those great fights those guys had at MSG. I felt as if on that night that I retained my championship, I became part of that fraternity. The greatest heavyweight fighters to ever step foot in Madison Square Garden. It was an honor and a pleasure, and it felt amazing to join that fraternity.
Oh, Superman punch! Man, how about the steam behind that Whittaker jab tonight?
Robert Whittaker is a great striker. I mean, he has it all when it comes to the stand-up in the boxing, and that is on full display right now.
Oh, pretty good technique as he lands the side kick, DC.
Real nice technique to land that side kick. He did a great job of getting that leg up and then right to the target.
Back to the left hand now, unable to connect.
He was able to get his hands up to block that one.
Oh, that jab alerted his opponent.
Way to hide that leg kick.
Keep going with that.
Just over 3 minutes to go. Straight to the body by Hall.
Let me see that hook now.
Clean with the right hook.
He's got to start kicking the body, kicking the head. He's just got to start kicking.
Oh, uppercut. Pretty strong jab there by Hall.
When both are prepared, these are the types of fights that we expect. Nice left hand.
Oh, and he lands another combination here, really starting to get into a striking gear.
I mean, it's stringing them together so effectively, never throwing the same attack more than once. What a job to recognize all the openings in his opponent's defenses.
That one connected. All right, so he continues to attack that area above the knee and digging right into that thigh.
He's digging into the thigh. He's doing a great job of recognizing that that's something that he can land, and he has landed it effectively.
Need some work, guys.
Oh, beautiful strike at distance there from Uriah Hall. He has really rounded out his striking game. A lot of different weapons coming your way, and he landed that one flush, DC. So 37 total strikes have landed for Uriah Hall. Minute and a half to go in our opening round.
Clean punch.
All right, so he continues to use his jab effectively here, DC. He gets that hand to the target pretty quickly.
I mean, just right away, blasting the jab after jab after jab. He is a phenomenal boxer with a vast understanding of fighting behind that educated jab.
Oh, nice jab to the head by Whittaker. Another powerful kick there. A lot of volume with the feet tonight for him.
It's unbelievable to watch somebody make kicking the base of their fighting style. He has shown us that it's possible. Nice block.
Whittaker's nose is bleeding now. Yes, looks as though he got cut by one of those offerings from his opponent. A swing and a miss by Hall. Back and forth we go. Oh, big head kick there.
Relax. Keep your hands up for me now.
Under 20 seconds now to go. That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round one. All right, there's the horn. The round is over, but not before he was cut on his nose from the strikes in that round. Back to the stool. Cut man is in. Should be able to shut that cut and prevent it from becoming an issue moving forward. But, of course, as soon as he gets struck in that next round, it could open back up. All right, well, I'm no doctor. I'm not going to diagnose a broken nose, but a huge cut on the bridge, and his opponent continues to attack it.
Continues to attack it as he should. He did the damage. He was the one that landed the shot that opened up that cut. Now he's got to make his opponent pay for it. He was a bit lax in defense, and now he's got that massive cut on the bridge of his nose.
Second round here. All right, next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good back and forth action in the previous round.
Yes, it wasn't a firefight. It wasn't two guys throwing the kitchen sink at each other. But you did see time when it came together and you saw the skill level of these two fighters. Nice kick, yep.
All right, so another stiff jab there. Really good use of that weapon, not unlike he did in the previous round.
Look at him working at trying to shut the liver down.
So the blood really starting to flow. Every time that area gets targeted, that cut's getting worse.
It's getting worse and worse. And you see the blood starting to come down. That is when you start to watch the fighter to see what type of effect it's starting to take on him, whether or not he's reaching for it, whether or not he's confused by where it's at. You got to start to watch his reactions now as we go forward.
And he finally is softening up to that Bobby Knuckles moniker. I mean, they print the shirts.
It's a great... He's got him hurt. He's got to start looking to finish. Oh!
Oh, hook shot blocked there by Hall. Well, didn't take long. You see the signs of bruising on the outside of that lead leg. Oh, solid kicks are landing. He has most certainly found the range on the feet. It's a pretty good jab.
He gets to the single collar tie. Look for him to wear on his opponent by pulling the head down and punching with the free hand.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Oh, big right hook, but a whiff. We passed the midpoint here of the fight. Well, a really good second round for him thus far. After a somewhat lackluster first round, he has found the rhythm and found his striking range. Scary proposition for the opponent now here in round 2. Well, that calf is starting to show signs of bruising now.
And you can tell in the way that he's walking. It's starting to take an effect.
Really finding the kicking range now. Another one lands there.
Nice job defensively. He blocked that punch.
Whittaker's been dealing with that cut on his nose for a while, and now it is just pouring blood.
Keep your hands up for me. Come on now. Let's move. Let's recompose. Stay.
Whiffs on the straight right hand. Straight right is there. He missed with that jab attempt there. Well, I'm not sure if that is crimson or purple, whatever the shade. Another bruising calf kick lands flush.
I can't believe he came in here this unprepared to address this attack, and now he's paying for it. He loaded up there on that high kick.
105 total strikes have now landed for Uriah Primetime Hall. And connecting at a pretty good rate, DC. 60% accuracy thus far against Robert Whittaker. Oh, you land, I land. Is that what we're doing here? Whittaker's really bleeding heavily now. You got to think they might bring in the ringside physician to take a look at that cut between rounds.
Oh, nice elbow.
And just inches away from landing one of those big right hands. Well, he misses with the left punch there. Oh, big left hand!
Ooh. Nice leg kick.
Final seconds. Back to the stools now, and he is no longer the handsome man we once knew. That gash is getting serious.
I need you to keep your distance now. That cut's pretty bad, and it's only going to get worse. You have to be smart with your escape.
All right, let us re-rack some replays of the damage done in that round, see if we can isolate the strike that caused the cut.
Yeah, a nasty cut opens up when he lands there. It's a beautiful shot that gets to the target. He has not been responsible defensively, and he's really paying for it because now he's dealing with that nasty cut.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. All right, next round is underway, and if you look at these two guys in between rounds, it looks like they've barely broken a sweat. Both with good resting heart rates, stamina still very high, and you just have to laud the efforts of these guys in training. Both men certainly noted cardio specialists, but incredible that they would have this much in the tank after 10-plus minutes of fighting.
Beautiful job landing that head kick.
Well, he continues to land a high number of strikes here, just like he did in the previous round. This is... Oh, big ground strikes continue to land.
Fight back. Fight back.
Well, this is not football. Targeting is legal, and he is going at that cut, which is getting worse with every passing ground stroke.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet. Attacking the body now, that shot blocked. Well, that calf is a new shade of purple right now. I'm not sure he's going to be able to stand up much longer.
I mean, it's swollen, it's bruised, it's all beat up. He takes 1 or 2 more, this fight's going to be stopped.
And there's that jab. Oh, big left hook there. All right, so the ref is going to step in here, yes, and call on the doctor to look at that nose job. Might need one after this fight.
He might, because his face looks so different. He's unrecognizable from yesterday. The blood has really become a problem for him.
Well, it looks as though the fight is going to continue. The referee checking on the athlete one more time.
A bit surprising. I didn't know if they would let this guy continue, but here we go.
Ready.
All right, so the ref will get the action back underway after that brief health and safety check. And to no one's surprise, the fans support the decision for the action to continue.
Absolutely. I mean, this official decided you can go. Even though at times the fighter may question whether or not he can do it, we have very smart ringside officials that make a determination. And the determination is, get your butt out.
Ooh, diving punch lands. Big strikes continue to land. About that transition to top position. Beautiful work by Robert Whittaker. Oh, man, that cut looks terrible. He's bleeding like crazy. I wouldn't be surprised if they stopped the fight with that cut at some point.
He passed the half guard.
Excellent ground and pound here by Whittaker. And he is back up to his feet. All right, well, it's late in the fight. Time is of the essence, and when you're clearly losing and you know you need a finish, risk management goes out the window.
Oh, yeah. No more risk management. Either get knocked out or you knock him out. One way or the other, you're going to lose. You can lose by decision or you can lose by knockout. But at least when you go for the knockout, you give yourself a chance to try to find your shot. Oh, he got real good, too.
Beautiful diving strike lands. Oh, another heavy shot gets through. Back to his feet. Well, it's been a wild fight thus far, perhaps a contender for some bonus money at fight's end. These guys are going to have to dig deep. They're both hurt.
They're both hurt. You expected it, though. You expected a close fight. You did not expect a war like this, though, where both guys, from the moment they said fight... Oh!
Nose is unrecognizable. It is mangled. It is cut open. I think it's probably broken at this point in time. Surgery next week, but now we'll see if mentally, physically, he can stay in this fight. Well, no denying that he rocked him, but couldn't quite get the finish.
He hurt him real bad, but he couldn't find the shot that would put him to sleep. He threw a lot of punches, but he couldn't get the one to land on the button that would end the night.
Hall's nose is... So what a moment in this man's career. A huge finish in front of a capacity crowd. After party's gonna be on fire. How about it?
I mean, I'm just sitting here stunned because to watch a young athlete have a performance like this was really amazing. The finishing instincts, his ability to close the show, it was next level. It was amazing, John.
We get the official decision with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 12 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by TKO, Uriah Hall.
Well, what a win for that young man tonight by TKO. And if the judges were looking at their phones, it's okay. We don't need their scorecards tonight.
We don't need your scorecards. Do as you may, proceed as you may, because this guy knew that he had to finish this fight. That's exactly what he did. He got his opponent hurt, found the follow-up shot, and got the finish.
Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. Now for the official introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Walt, the Big Chicken Harris. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC heavyweight champion, Stipe Miocic.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
All right, so here's Stipe Miocic back on the horse here tonight, and certainly has the wrestling chops if he wants to lean on those. But Stipe believed that this is going to be a kickboxing match here tonight. He believes he has... Oh, huge kick to the leg.
That one was thrown to end the fight.
Yep. Oh, big left hand there. Oh, damaging knee to the head.
Oh, he hurt him bad. He hurt him again.
Feels like the beginning of the end. Some damage being doled out, and now some swelling upstairs on his opponent.
He's not moving his head effectively. He's trying to be face first. Look, you don't have to prove how tough you are. You got to move your head, be active. Don't be reactive in your defenses.
All right, early action here in the heavyweight division, and there's Stipe Miocic finding a home for that pull right hand early.
What a setup. He lands a beautiful flying knee.
Oh! Head kick there, blocked by the heavyweight Miocic. Nice job by Miocic on the feet, making some adjustments, and man, that jab looks clean tonight.
I mean, that jab looks clean, but you got to be very careful not to get hit with a Stipe Miocic right hand. It's powerful, it's straight, and it can be very damaging.
And that one certainly found the target. Lands a big elbow there.
Great defense on this play there.
Just over 3 minutes to go, round one. Oh, how about that? He lands a huge kick.
There you go. There you go.
Making all these shots count. Stipe's in half guard now. All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. Both fighters get up now. Strong push to the head and the clinch.
So he needs to mix it up. He needs to start kicking more. Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
He's looking to land the right, just out of range. Big right hook coming, it's blocked. Hard shots landing on both sides here.
Big shot to the head.
Under 2 minutes to go. Left-right combo is good. 32 total strikes have landed for Stipe. Stipe's chin is held up pretty well, all things considered here.
Man, he has a great double leg. My goodness, he has a great double leg.
All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man, I feel for a wrestler this is the most dominant position in all of fighting because wrestlers love control.
Right.
And to have your upper body free and your leg able to hold your opponent in position, it is like striking gold. Build your posture, throw your punches, big damage, but then always control the far side underhook. This is a great position for a top fighter.
Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. Lands another strike upstairs, and for his opponent, that is certainly not going to help matters when it comes to the swelling.
He can't miss, Jay. And when you saw the swelling initially, you knew that he needed to change something. He still has not changed that, and while it's getting worse, it's still not at a point where we should panic. But a few more, and he's going to find himself in a dire situation.
Oh, they're trading huge shots here. We'll see who's the last man standing. Oh, beautiful job to get the takedown late in the round. He is about as conditioned as it gets. He's not looking at the clock necessarily. He's not running clock, all offense all the time.
He knew he was going to wrestle, and he knew he may have to wrestle early and often. Right now, this situation is often because he's been attempting takedowns over and over again. He finally gets one as we get to the end of the round.
Side control now. Round two next.
Stop.
All right, there's the end of the round. I'm looking over to my left, UFC President Dana White. I think he's making out the bonus check right now. Incredible back and forth action.
Sign the check, boss. These two young men deserve $50,000. Hell, let's give them each $100,000 for the performance that they just put on in one round. Both were hurt. Both were able to withstand the punishment, and I can't wait until the next round gets started.
All right, so there's the end of the round, and the tide has officially turned. A huge head strike to stun his opponent. We'll see which corner can adjust here moving forward.
I mean, they've got to be celebrating. They've got to be happy. Everything's working. But the other side has to be concerned. They have to figure something out, make some sort of adjustment to try to change the tide of this fight.
Second round underway. Oh, he lands another strike to the body here and just continues to punish his opponent's body here in this round, just like he did in the previous one. All right, well, perhaps he has a point to prove. Perhaps there's a hip injury, but this man's UFC career has been defined by the takedown. He hasn't attempted a single one tonight.
He hasn't even attempted it. It's very...
Well, his opponent seemed to be stunned to a significant extent, but was able to recover, and it's almost like he let him off the hook.
Kind of let him off the hook. He needed to really put his foot on the gas to try to find that finish.
Well, no feeling out process tonight. Both fighters invoking damage on the other DC.
Yes, we knew this would be very competitive. We knew that this was a tough fight. We knew that both guys would be very evenly matched in this fight. But we didn't expect to see this type of war between these two guys.
Harris's nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge.
And doing work with the jab.
Miocic going for the takedown, but unable to land. Tried to go to the body, but unable to connect.
Oh, that one landed, yep.
All right, so a seminal blow earlier in the round. It wasn't a knockdown, but it was certainly a stunner that caught his attention.
Oh, I mean, he got hurt bad. To see him still standing, that just goes to the toughness that he has to be still standing after taking such a damaging shot. Oh, he got it.
Well, the book on this fighter coming in, outstanding takedowns, vicious ground and pound. To what extent are you surprised that he hasn't even shot for a single takedown tonight?
To the point that I'm questioning his fight IQ and his ego. Because if he...
All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that IS. Able to get back to his feet yet again. Oh, but not a good look for the judges here. Look how wobbly he is. Well, at this point, DC, I'm not sure if he's just biding his time or just trying to get some extra reps, but go finish the guy.
It seems like the guy's playing with his team. You know, he's having a good time out there. Everything's working. He's in the zone. It feels like at any moment he can end the night of his opponent. But he seems to be having fun, and hey, to each his own, I guess. I'd be rushing out of that opportunity. No.
Well, we may have the best cut men and women in the business, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to do much with that cut. It continues to widen with every passing stroke.
And you're fighting a great fighter. It's hard to deal with the damage of the cut while dealing with the level of the fighter in front of you. Right now, you've got to do something different to try and change the way that this fight is playing out.
Stipe's in half guard. Well, you know he's comfortable fighting off his back. Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. Well, you don't want to be too hard on this fighter, but his takedowns are outstanding. His submission skills are top-notch. We've seen none of that tonight.
He's got to try to change it up. You don't fight with your ego. You don't worry about showing off new things you learned in the gym. Get to what brought you to the show.
Oh, how good is that? The diving punch lands flush to the head. Oh, this is getting kind of hard to watch, right? He targets the cut and lands a strike right on it. Nice job by him there. He was being dominated and is able to reverse position. All right, feet on the hips here. Back to the stand-up now. Both fighters upright. 30 seconds in the round.
These boys are standing right in front of each other, just kind of going at it.
Miocic's nose is bleeding now. Yes, looks as though he got cut by one of those offerings from his opponent. Final seconds here of round 2. In the books. All right, so there's the horn at the end of the round, and how about the swelling at this point on the fighter's forehead? That is not getting better, ladies and gentlemen. It is only getting worse given all the offense that's coming back. We'll see if they can get the end swell on there and try to keep this fighter in the fight. Well, if you're the replay guy, a lot to like in that previous round. A lot of damage being inflicted.
Yeah, I mean, and look at the swelling now, John. He wasn't doing what he needed to do to move his head, and he's paying for it. You cannot allow for an elite-level mixed martial artist to connect at that rate and think that you will not be wearing the damage. He's wearing it now. I'm interested to see what changes he makes to give himself an opportunity.
Miocic gets caught with that punch. He'd be wise to get those hands up. And the uppercut lands. Oh, nice combination there. He is just killing him with volume tonight.
Jab, right hand, body shot, kicks. What a masterful show of different techniques and ability to throw in combination. That's how you control the fight. Keep fighting behind the jab.
Good straight, man. Good straight.
Good defense. Well, that strike right there, that pull right hand, as you call it, has really become a trademark of Stipe Miocic.
Yeah, you got to be very careful how you approach Stipe because he sets you up. He will fake the jab when you return, he pulls, and he hits you with the right hand. And right now, his opponent is not picking up on it. Stipe can put you to sleep if you aren't careful in the way that you approach him. Got hurt again.
Back to his feet. Oh, big knee! There's that left hand! Massive left hand. So I'm gonna hit you and then you hit me. Back and forth we go. This is one of the best fights I've called all year.
Yeah, one of the best fights. And the blood, the injuries only add to the intrigue. It only adds to who's gonna continue down the path and get the hand raised. Both of these guys are so tough. They really have laid it on the line.
Nice. Good.
Both guys appeared to land there. All right, well, I don't have to be a judge to tell you he is losing this fight late in the game now. Time to start throwing up those submission attempts, I would think.
You got to keep going. You got to start throwing up submission attempt after submission attempt and hope that something's free for you to latch on to. Right to the knee on belly. Gains great posture and starts raining down punches. If his opponent does not move, this fight is going to be stopped.
And blocks the shot there. Harris's cut on his nose is just pouring blood at this point.
Oh, now he's back up.
Oh, he lands a massive kick here. About 2 minutes here to go in round 3.
Wow, he is landing time and time again on that cut.
All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Well, no surprise there as he lets his opponent stand back up.
Great block there.
90 seconds to go in our third and final round. He comes forward with a flying knee that just missed hitting the target flush.
Oh, that's so right.
Harris is really bleeding something fierce now. That cut's not getting any better. We got the best cut men in the game. Gotta think they're gonna be busy in between rounds. Oh, big roundhouse attempt, but unable to land. Under a minute now to go in this one.
Nice job blocking that punch.
Stipe's lower jaw is extremely swollen now. That kick lands. Oh! Oh, he dove and he lands. Wow! All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep. Oh, no!
The official decision is in. Bruce Buffer has it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score the contest 29-28. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Stipe Miocic.
All right, so a big win for Stipe here tonight, one of the greatest heavyweights of all time. And you know when you're a one-name man, right? Like Noma, Agassi, Apollo, right? For Stipe, that's all you need to know, and another brilliant effort out of the big man tonight.
Stipe is one of those guys that you saw from the very beginning of his UFC career. You saw the evolution from prospect to contender to champion, and tonight he adds to such a great legacy that he's had in the UFC.